Welcome to thegameheads.com. The E3 interview for the game you are about to watch has been added to you. Review it, so hit up our forums and comments and tell us what you think about this game, so you can be the next person we select to write our official review.
Hey, I'm Andrew at thegameheads.com, talking to Martin Celine from The Fight Lights Out and about the PlayStation Move. So, hi Martin, what can you tell us about the PlayStation Move?
These things are like amazingly accurate, and I think without these we wouldn't have been able to do this game, because we do a lot of stuff that require one-to-one tracking, and these ones are great at that. And also because it's like a fighting game, it's like super fast, and these can really keep up, you know. So these are like the great enablers for us. They made us able to do like so much more cool stuff with gameplay that we would have been able to do otherwise. So.
Now, the lights on the end, are those relevant, or is that kind of aesthetic, or a little bit of both?
It's for the camera tracking,
right?
So it picks a color that sticks out well from the background. Okay. Also, sometimes in some games they can change color to like indicate certain stuff, but for the most part, it's just like trying to pick a color that stands out the most.
Pretty cool. So can you just go into some detail about how accurate is it really? Like, will it pick up almost all of my movements, or?
Oh yeah, I mean, in our game we've got a lot of physics going on, so sometimes there's, you know, you're going to get hit, and sometimes you're going to get the impression that it might not be following you, but I mean, these things are super accurate. It's just like in a game like that, there's so much chaos going on, so sometimes you might get stuck, you know, but they're super fast at catching up, and like basically they're almost impossible to trick. It's very like, I mean, as a game developer, you get used to trying to cheat the technology, but these ones are really hard to cheat.
It's pretty cool though, so I guess it's good for the players as well in the competition.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that's one of the cool parts about the game, is like it's like very pick up and play, but also like very skill based. So it's basically it's as good as you are. Like it detects your moves and it replicates your moves, and like it's not about you learning to understand the game better. It's like you learning to understand the fight better.
So you make a good point about the physics of the game. Can you go into a little bit of detail about that? Like how great
it's
is
actually
it?
a fully physics-based animation system. So like everything you see is like a dynamic, the result of a dynamic simulation. So I can do things like if I hit him low, he's going to crouch over to the side, and I can push him down, and I keep beating him down like that. So I can really kind of exploit the physics system to like basically invent my own moves. And I like get silly with it as well. Like, since we have this one-to-one tracking, I can do like the crocodile punch or like whatever, like a bunch of weird stuff if I want to. But also it can be like very useful. Like I can sweep his guard away and hit him, and you know, it's incredibly dynamic. Like most fighting games are quite static, but we basically just allow you to do anything.
Well, that sounds pretty great. Maybe you can show us a little bit of detail about the game.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's get it started. Just do some quick calibration. Just to see where I am. Okay, so here we are. I can use this to move around as well. So we have like full freedom of movement. And as you can see, it tracks my hand, like one-to-one accuracy. And I can punch, like just regular punches, and I can hit hit all kinds. I can hit hooks, I can hit uppercuts, like straight ones, a hammer, or like a back fist, and I can use like, oops, I'm sorry. Like, so it's basically like, so I can, if I see like an opening, if I'm hitting up here and he brings his guard up, well then I can hit him low. So it's really about doing the stuff that sort of feels natural to you, rather than trying to pick up the rules of the game. And we got also like a bunch of different dirty moves. So if I reach forward, I can grab him. I can, you know, go nuts on him.
So our fun little point snack actually brings up a good point. With this kind of accuracy, do you think there's any sort of level of maybe danger or excessive realism to worry about? Usually not with the microphone cord, but just like saying with the family.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like when you're playing a split screen, it's kind of dangerous. but no, otherwise, I would say no. I mean, it's an over-the-top kind of fun game. You know, it's a way to let off some steam. You know, so I think actually it's like the other way around. Like people can do this, have fun, and you know,
maybe they won't hit real people.
Yeah, probably. No. You know, get some energy out. You know, we have. I'll show you. I'll just finish this fight. We actually put a calorie counter in the game because.
All right, well, Martin, thanks so much.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm Andrew at thegameheads.com, and thanks for tuning in.
We're not going to do a video for a video, but we're not going to do the interview for this.
Gameplay?
Gameplay, yeah.
Maybe some like talking during the gameplay.
Yeah, you can do that. You can walk us through.
Alright, on the robots, you know they want to hit the head. Now we need the headshots. See us, you miss the gun and you can drop out the side. The more you're getting, the easier fire. There you go. Don't shoot the people. You're dodging. Get that